fucking scary intro.
That was. we really need to get off our asses and do a new one.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
After 2 weeks.
It feels like it was a long time. It was just 1 week off. There was health scares.
Okay.
Okay.
It sure was. I thought I had AIDS, but I don't. Again.
No. I had a sinus infection myself.
Did you?
Yeah. I think honestly that was the first time I actually had to take time off work from the 9 to 5 to heal myself.
Crazy.
Since like I had to think way back.
Yeah. Well, no, me last week I forgot I went to work on Monday, forgot my glasses at home. So I fucking had a piece of the reading glasses at work just in case I forget these fuckers at home. And of course I wore them all day and fuck my ass did that give me such a fucking headache. I was fucking done, man.
Yeah. So
but we're back. We're back for your entertainment and we're here for you.
Yeah. So we're off on the schedule.
There's no Pat though.
Yeah.
I think we have lost Pat.
Yeah, I think because our schedule's off. Or maybe he's doing something with his family.
Yeah, family.
Anyways, we'll go without him.
Yeah, we can do without Pat. We can do this a 2-man show.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that have happened in the last little bit, I guess.
How's there been?
Do
tell.
Well, apparently last week it was like Tony Iommi's birthday.
Was it?
Yeah, so that was a big deal. Like the father of riff rock.
The father of metal.
As I read it somewhere that they call him the father of riff rock. You know what also today is?
What?
Today is what they're calling the anniversary of Kurt Cobain's death. Or it was yesterday. Sorry, it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
On the 19th.
Well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, we've talked about his thing to death on the.
We've celebrated that enough.
No, I just meant about where would they be right
now? Oh, where would Kurt Cobain be right now?
Yeah.
I'll tell you where he'd be right now. He'd be raking in the money because now after going solo for so fucking long and then Dave Grohl doing the Foo Fighters, oh, guess what's coming up? A Nirvana reunion. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can't say
as depressed and as fucking anti-fucking everything that he was. If he was still alive, then he would be, and I wouldn't blame him one bit. But
well, look how long it took ABBA. It took them from like the 70s, early 80s, till just recently for them to get back together, and it took all the fucking money in the world.
But I think they hate each other though.
I don't know if it was that they hate each other, but I always thought it was the fact that I thought I read somewhere that they didn't want to be the novelty of themselves because that's what they were asking them to do.
I can't say I can say here or there, but I just thought I heard at one point that they hated each other. That's why they didn't do any more shit.
Yeah. Oh, and probably that too, because I was hearing like $500 million and shit like that. It was just crazy.
I mean, shit, even fucking, I'm sure they're throwing the fucking money at Skid Row to get and Sebastian Bach to get back.
I'm pretty sure somebody is.
But they're not, but they hate each other so much, they ain't fucking doing it.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there like how, who was it, Dodge? That flipped the bill for the
Motley Crue thing. Oh yeah, that's
for their last thing
for their bullshit scam tour.
For years, a lot of people don't know this, but for the last few years of Slayer, they were owned by a car company.
I'm sure they were. Well,
I can't remember who it was, but you would see
they're the ones that put on that would sponsor their shows.
So before that curtain would drop or whatever, when they would play, there was a car symbol in the corner, and I couldn't remember who it was, and I was just like. Nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about the fact that basically that is selling out.
I don't know, man. Or it's just business. Now you don't.
But now it's business. Exactly.
Now you don't have to pay for your show now. Someone else is going to pay for your show. All you got to do is show up and play.
Yeah, and that was the thing with the end of Slayer, because of the fact that when it came to the end, it was like it always ended up like whose money is it?
Yeah.
And it caused them to say, what, let's just call it a day. Yeah, so that was today in history. Was what's his name? Yeah,
yesterday was Cobain.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Now
you don't smell like Teen Spirit anymore, I bet you.
If I did, I'm going to jail.
I bet you sure are.
Here's one. Here's a good one, and I think this should be brought up sooner than later because it's still fresh. I'm gonna have some backup here at the same time.
This is totally new to me, boys and girls.
Well, you brought it to me, and I'm like, we should totally jump on that one. And it was last weekend when we would have done this show.
Yeah.
It would have been the day after, and I think we're allowed to say it now without getting sued because it's 360 days until the next one.
The Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl.
And by Super Bowl, I mean not the large bowl sitting there. I mean the Super Bowl sitting beside it, which is even bigger.
Yeah, the bigger one.
The bigger bowl.
Because there was a lot about apparently this. I never watched it. I probably should have before we started talking about this, and I didn't. I kind of did a little bit of it, but
the halftime show
with Rihanna.
We wouldn't have got it up here anyways.
No, but you can always find it on the internet.
Yeah. You can't. But you can't.
But my thing of watching the Rihanna thing was people sending it to me, and it had the Muppet Show theme to it.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that on Facebook too. The Muppet Show, and there's one Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, that one too.
And the funny thing is, they both worked well with it.
Yeah, I know. That's the funny thing.
But here's always my question. Who's watching football in the States? You're looking at like the Al Bundys down there. You're looking at all the guys and the typical redneck. They don't want to see Rihanna. They don't want to see Snoop Dogg. They want to see a rock and roll show. No one wants a fucking, unless you're aiming for the younger generation. But
it kind of is for the younger generation.
But again, just like what we were talking about before, which I forget what it was about, but it was something about all the amount of money that you make.
It's about money. Is that person? I think I did read that Rihanna was bringing stuff out, the new music, and it's about promotion and things like that. So it's her record company saying, "Here's Rihanna, we need to get her up there." And
you're out there, she has an album coming out in a month.
Yeah. So
give me this. Let me answer that. Now I know it sounds like, I know that's a good promotion for a band and shit like that. I mean, obviously if you do the Super Bowl halftime show, you've got pretty good success.
Yeah.
Now that being said, when you're going out there to market yourself, is it like a tour where you got to actually pay to be there? Or do they actually pay you to be there?
They're paying you to be there.
Are they?
And the thing is you have to go there with your show.
Right.
Or you have to do their show. You're just showing up.
You're just the soundtrack to their show.
Yeah. Like, basically, it didn't come into like who performed. And so it didn't really start getting big until this one here. I had to look at what year it was. It was 1993 when Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Did his show.
That's when the halftime show started becoming.
Well, big. That's when it started becoming a big deal.
Well, who was before Michael Jackson?
It would be like, okay, so 2 years before that, it was like the New Kids on the Block. Before that, it was a marching band. Before that, it was the Rockettes and Chubby Checker.
Oh, so it wasn't as big of a
It
deal
wasn't, yeah.
until
So
Michael Jackson
basically,
got there.
you had, let's call him the King of Pop, and his shows were fucking way up there.
They sure were,
and which is why the guy was fucking broke when he died. So that's the bar, right? So now you've set the bar, and so, but at the same time, as you need this safe.
That's right. The safe.
Yeah,
it's gotta look good on paper.
Yeah. And it's been hit and miss with them because a few years later they have like Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman and Jim Belushi. Not John Belushi, but Jim Belushi. Yeah. They kept it safe, right?
Yeah. Family friendly. That's why.
2001. See, I never really watched it. 2001. Aerosmith and NSYNC performed together.
Huh.
With special guests Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige. U2 did it.
Huh.
Shania Twain and No Doubt.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock was in on that Justin Timberlake one. How about that? Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones. This is the big one. 2007, Prince.
That would have been a big one.
Well, show's going off without a hitch. Prince is actually, and this is the thing, is not too many of them get to perform live. A lot of the time you're lip syncing.
Oh, of course you are.
Because it's a sound thing. There's no sound check.
Nope.
There's no nothing.
Oh, no. And you got one or two
outdoor
songs.
show. It's an outdoor show.
Yep.
And
it's televised, so it has to be perfect from the first fucking note.
Yeah, and it's televised, and exactly. So a lot of people give like shit to like, oh, Rihanna's lip syncing was fucking terrible. Okay, one, it's always lip sync. If I can find the one, what year it was. 2014, Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers took a lot of flack that year because of the fact that when they were playing, you could see that
they weren't playing.
Their instruments weren't even plugged in.
Right.
You got Flea and John Frusciante fucking jumping around the stage.
Pretending to play.
And the normal, regular Al Bundy guy isn't going to fucking notice that. But there's going to be like guys that are into like music and shit like that. They're going to be like, why did his cord fall out?
Yeah, or you can see he's not got no wireless going on.
There's no wireless.
It's just an unplugged guitar.
Yeah, there's
a hole where the plug is.
Yeah, there's a hole going on.
Because no matter, even if you have a wireless, you're still gonna have a plug coming out of your guitar.
Yeah, but they keep these things relatively safe, right? So, and then that's just it. Because they're like, here's a bunch of bands that should be playing the thing. I read somewhere that, okay, so the Super Bowl this year was in Arizona. And somebody said, that's Alice Cooper's backyard. How come Alice Cooper wasn't there? Okay, 150 million people watched. And it's a I think you get 10, 15 minutes of this thing or for the show. It's probably about 10, let's say closer to 10. That's gonna be the longest fucking version of School's Out you've ever done.
No, you fucking bet. You bet it is, man.
Nothing against Alice Cooper.
No.
But I'm gonna tell you right
it's
now.
Overplayed.
I'm not gonna tell you this right now. 150 million people aren't gonna know anything else other than
School's Out. Correct. But what I think you'd have two songs going. I think one would be a newer one. Probably, and I would probably say something off his newest album, but then one would be School's Out.
I don't even know if they would even go that far, right? Because I'm like looking at what they would play, like honestly, because people would be like, who's that? And then you're like looking at these bands like, oh, who should be playing? Who should be playing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even sign up. I wouldn't be like, okay, All right. So in the end of this week, end of this week, talk about relevancy is the new Metallica is coming out.
Okay.
The whole album's coming up. How come they weren't asked?
Oh no, but KPS, when you watch this, we want you next Monday on our show. We want your opinion on the new album. We know by the time 8 o'clock comes on Friday, you have listened to it a billion times.
I believe
we want you to critique it for us. That's your job, KPS.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because I'm like, why didn't they do it? You know, I know they've done some live shit like that before.
Why? I bet you I'll tell you why they probably didn't do it. Because on paper, Rihanna hauls in more money.
Oh, probably.
And that's probably the reason they did it.
I'm
sure they were. I'm sure about like Metallica was on the list of just in case Rihanna can't do it, just in case someone else can't do it. I'm sure they have some backups there.
Oh yeah.
But I'm sure they weren't first choice because on paper, aside from the Stranger Things getting them back in the top 10 there with fucking Master Puppets, aside from that, no one's they're not gonna put Metallica or anything in there because there's those pop artists out there that pop or rap they're gonna sell that on paper sell more tickets.
Oh yeah, that's just it. Like, it is a whole money thing.
Of course,
everybody knows it. Because I bet you that whoever owns Rihanna has to pay some money to get them in there.
I'm sure they did.
And then everybody takes after that.
I'm sure Rihanna doesn't roll out of bed for free every fucking morning.
No, probably not. So, yeah,
just like that fucking,
just
like that fucking one thing that I forget what it was. I think it was the Grammys or something. And Kanye West was on there with Paul McCartney, and everybody's putting on, who's this old dude playing with him? Oh, Kanye's so great for giving him a chance. His career's gonna go far. Like, really?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I saw that a few weeks ago. Yeah. Who's this? And these young kids.
Yeah,
they're like, who's this Paul McCartney guy?
Who's this Paul McCartney guy? That's so good of Kanye for bringing a no-name person up here to help him out with his career. He's sure going to go far, all thanks to Kanye. So yeah, fuck your students. Those are the people that are going to be looking after us when we're old and fucking decrepit. Save your pennies for that bullet now, my friend. Because that's what we're in store for.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Well, no, make a lose track.
Yeah, because I actually pictured it, I think. Fuck. No, I just don't, because I'm just saying, no matter who plays.
Yeah.
They're going to take flack for it. It's been a long time since it's been, what did I say Prince was, like 2007?
Kiss did the Pooper Bowl, didn't they? Like the original Kiss?
I didn't see them on here.
I thought they did for some reason.
I thought they did too.
Like during the 2004 and 2006 or whatever, those years when Ace and Peter were back with them. I thought they did the Super Bowl.
See them? They might have. You know what? They might have opened a show.
No, I think they would have had the fucking halftime show.
Yeah, I don't see them on here.
Strange. I thought they did for some reason.
I thought they did too. I thought that's what I honestly thought I saw that they had done something. We can go back if I can find it.
How far are you going back?
Right now, I'm in the 80s.
Oh, yeah,
I saw one with. I thought I saw the Rolling Stones on here, and
I thought they did it too.
Yeah, no, they were on here somewhere. I gotta find them again, and it tells you what they did.
And right? yes, it was the 80s. I think it was around the fucking or the 90s.
So I'm in 98 right now. Phil Collins. Stones. Aerosmith, U2, Shania Twain. Rolling Stones.
There you go.
2006. Basically, they did one, two, three songs. Start Me Up.
Yeah.
Rough Justice. Not familiar with that song. And then I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
Oh, dude, you reminded me of just something, made me think of something. Because when you said that would be the longest version of School Is Out you ever heard, all I saw was some guy, some heroin jackass with no shirt out walking back and forth on the stage for hours. Crazy bitch, crazy bitch, crazy bitch. Like, oh no, you put that image in my head.
Yeah. Whereas,
Crazy bitch.
Because you get a guy like Prince in, this is what I was looking for, 07. Prince does his thing. And his show was so good that he made it fucking rain during Purple Rain.
Did he?
That's how fucking, like, it actually just started raining. The rock and roll gods looked down on him and said, you know what, you're doing a good show. Let's do this.
Fire those purple lights into the sky!
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I gotta confess to something here.
Okay.
One time after one of our shows, it wasn't last week because we weren't here, but I think it was the one before that. I went home, got some weed going. I got my fucking Bluetooth speaker on. I got Spotify out. I said I have to fucking do this, and I fucking put on Crazy Bitch. We were making fun of it or something. I don't remember why, but I remember sitting down and I thought, oh no. Oh no, I put the YouTube video on because I wanted to see. I'll put the garbage out.
There it is.
All right. See, now you know everything's right in the world when your computer works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got home and I fucking put it. I had to watch Crazy. I thought, why? And then I felt a bit of disappointment in myself because it's like, why?
Maybe you just had to get it out of your system. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
One of those things where the song gets stuck in your head.
Yeah, the earworms, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to confess, like I couldn't go to my grave with that secret. I couldn't carry that secret to my grave. I fessed up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just excuse me. I'm just saying you don't want to do it.
No.
I don't think you leave it up to the pop stars.
Yeah, I reckon so, but
I get what you're saying though.
It's promotion. Though.
It is a lot of promotion, but you're saying who's the person that's watching it?
That's right. It ain't fucking. Well, I honestly think most of the people that are watching ain't gonna be sitting down, and they're gonna be sitting down there, you know, with their lazy boy chair with the fucking fridge in the fucking side with their fucking Budweiser sitting in there. Those are. You know what I mean? The regular average working day prayer, they don't want to hear fucking when they're they don't want to hear fucking Rihanna singing about fucking diamonds or umbrellas or anything like that. Shut up.
Because the numbers during the halftime show, from who's watching the Super Bowl to when the halftime show turns on, the numbers go up. There's 100 million people watching the Super Bowl. Halftime show comes up, it turns into 150.
That's right, and that too could be the younger them reaching out, trying to get the younger people involved by getting.
Yeah, so a lot of people are now going to start watching because your two teams aren't in the Super Bowl. Nobody cares.
No.
Some people watch it for whatever, to watch football.
Some people watch it for the commercials.
Some people watch it for the commercials.
Fuck, I would if we got the commercials up here, but we don't, sadly.
I did see some of them, and the only good one that I saw was the one with Paul Stanley and
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, and Joe Jett and
Billy Idol.
Billy Idol.
Don't call yourself rock stars in the office. You're not rock stars in the office. That the one guy. Hey, you're a rock, and then Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it.
The way that he exits was brilliant.
Was it?
Oh yeah, he just kind of moves sideways.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Oswald.
Yeah, it's Oswald. I'm new. I'm Oswald. Fuck, he's looking bad in that thing.
I tell you, man, he's gonna die this year.
Oh man.
Ozzy will be dead this year.
Yeah.
Mark my words. And after I've predicted Ozzy dying this year, I want to be known as the angel of death. The predictor of death. You don't want me predicting you.
Oh, I wish you could.
I know, I wish I could too. But I know when, thank God.
I'd go on
I don't have to wake up tomorrow.
I'd go on some sort of spree.
I know you would. That's it. I'd have to give you a call. Oh, hey, dude.
The math, it was wrong.
I was never good at my math in school. I got a little screwed up here on about a couple of years.
Oh, that's who that is.
What?
So it is about the sponsor, about who's putting it on here.
How do you mean?
Last week, Rihanna's show was sponsored by Apple Music.
So now she comes on and sings whatever song she sang, and they're going to download it on Apple Music.
Exactly. Who's
is that a thing? I just got my iPhone. I'm kind of liking all these I ship stuff. Now, is iTunes even a thing anymore?
I don't know. I
use Spotify.
I did Spotify.
I do Spotify too.
And that was I was iTunes for the longest time because I was going because that was the original one.
Right.
And so Spotify came give an option.
You don't have to buy all the fucking songs.
Yeah. Whereas iTunes you had to download it. It was a process.
Right.
To get it so you would have it. So you'd have to put it onto your computer, and then you'd have to put it onto your phone or
whatever
your
device or whatever.
So it was a process. So, but then a war came out between the two. Like, oh, we're offering this many songs. We're offering this many songs, and so I started going with who's going to offer me more songs.
What do you mean between Spotify and iTunes?
Yeah. So they're offering these like who.
But they're different though. I find because you do. I mean, let's take the iTunes. You got iTunes. You have to buy it, but once you buy it, it's yours for there.
Yeah.
Right? You have until the end of your fucking days. Spotify, you're just renting them.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you stop paying for them, you don't get them anymore. Your playlist.
No, but you can listen to it.
You can
through Wi-Fi or your data or whatever. You can still listen to it
right.
You can still listen to it, but you get commercials. If you want it commercial free.
Yeah. And I found out too that you can't really pick and choose the songs you want. You pick something and play something like it.
You can do that, yeah.
But it's whatever. It's like $10 a month. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
I like Spotify.
You can do the same thing with the Apple. You can pay. You can pay and you can do all that. There is certain albums that are available here, and there's certain albums that are available there. But I ended up going with Spotify because they allowed more songs to be that you can have on your list.
Right.
That you pay for or whatever. So I can have like over 10,000 songs.
Yeah.
At my disposal.
Right. Now take these 10,000 songs that you have on there.
Okay.
Now take a year on iTunes. You gotta pay $1.99 for every one of those fucking songs.
Yeah. So there's if I want to listen to them offline.
Right.
Or in wherever. Like, yeah, there was all these things. Or I went with because I'm gonna go with the one where you do that. So
because with that, I mean, I'll hear a song that I dig, right? Like let's say I dig this song from Kiss, for instance.
Yeah.
So instead of just going downloading the fucking song and sticking it in my playlist, I can take that whole album and just download it onto my fucking playlist. And bam, it's in there. That's great.
Yep.
But I don't gotta pay $1.99 or $10.99 for the fucking thing. Although when I do pay $10.99 for whatever the fuck it is on iTunes, it would be with me forever. So it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. So.
No, I
get what you're saying.
I didn't really mean to fucking cause a problem here. I was just kind of wondering if iTunes was still a thing.
Thought of it that I am. Yeah. No, fuck. I'm renting that shit.
Yeah, we're all renting that shit.
I'm like, fuck, I feel ripped off all of a sudden.
But your wallet feels heavier.
Yeah.
Yes, we're just renting it.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. Whatever.
I'm okay with it too.
I work. So,
Yeah.
No, but it comes down to like, I don't work in it. I don't have an office, so
Yeah.
I don't. If I had a spot where I went to,
Yeah.
I don't think I would pay for it.
What do you mean?
Well, so I weigh it out, right? This is how I came up with it as well for paying for it.
What are we talking about? Spotify or
just any one of them.
Okay.
So what it came down to is, so I wanted to listen to music. I wanted to have the options of it, or to listen to it offline.
Yeah, for when you're driving and shit.
For when I'm driving, so I could either pay, for
Apple.
No, I can either pay my phone company.
Yeah.
For using data.
And that sucks your data
rate up. Sucks your data rate up, right? Or I can just buy it.
Pay the $10.99 a month and Bob's your uncle.
Exactly, and I can listen to it as much as I want.
I agree with that.
That's what my thing was, because I'm like, fuck, it costs you so much to listen to it offline.
Yeah.
Or to listen to.
Well, through your cellular, through your data.
Your data. I don't always have Wi-Fi wherever I am. So I had to go that route.
And I find that it's a little more convenient to have the premium, because once you play a song, if you go into an album and start listening to an album, I found, and you push, like, let's say Detroit Rock City, which is the first song on Destroyer, the next song, it'll be something, it won't be the next song on the album, it'll be something different that's a similar song.
Oh yeah, you can do things like that. Yeah.
But when it was free, you couldn't do that. That's what it did for me, anyways. It would just play something like that. That's bullshit, fuckers. Now I have to pay for it. But it's a good service, and I dig it.
I like how many songs I can have on there.
Yeah.
And I can, when I make a list.
Yeah.
Or I only have one.
Yeah.
I just hit shuffle, and it goes through those 10,000 songs that I have on there. I can take songs off.
Yeah.
And I can put them on, like because a lot of the time now you put an album on there, and I'm getting like the 20th anniversary remastered.
Yeah.
Bullshit, and it will come with like
extra shit that you don't really care about.
I can get like 5 more versions of Detroit Rock City.
That's
you
right.
Just mentioned it, of like the live version from here, or the live version from there.
Right. But you also have cool demo versions sometimes on those things.
Well. So that's where we had our show from.
That's
a couple weeks ago. It was like, because we heard demo versions or whatever.
Yeah.
No, and then I take those off. I'm like, I don't want.
You want the extra shit.
I don't want that extra shit. I can take them out because I'm like, I don't want to listen to the song.
Yeah, true that.
So, and then, but then it gives you the option too, because of the fact that I can, you can find out what's coming out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
and pretty much any artist that's putting out new shit now, they are going to put it on Apple Music or iTunes.
Yeah,
they're also going to put it on Spotify and any platform, any other one of those platforms.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah, otherwise you just be shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah, because of the fact that
that's the way it's going.
I just had it up here earlier today. Release radar.
Mm-hmm.
You can see who brought stuff out, and it's all based on, and they'll base it on what you've listened to. So a lot of the times it's like, but then it gives you options to learn new things. I don't know what happened. Going off on a tangent, caught me at the right time.
Good. What?
and I said I've never really gave him a chance, but it caught me right time was. No, I can't remember that.
Apparently, this is the wrong time.
Fucking band. Singer was Serge Tankian.
Oh, System of a Down.
System of a Down. The song, Aerials.
Yeah.
It came on. I heard, either it was radio or
it
said, and I
probably radio because it's one of the
and it just caught me at the exact right time, and I was like, "Fuck, this is a really well put together fucking song."
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I was listening to it, and I'm like, I think it was the drums in it, and I was like, it's not a common beat. It was like actually like some thought went into this fucking drumming in this song. And then I actually started listening to all the parts in this song, and I was like, fuck, this is like, I got your the bass going, doing this thing. The drums are a little bit different. The guitar, the singing, the two styles of singing. I was like,
yeah, the guitar player apparently he's like trained in like opera singing and shit like that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it was like, I'm like, wow. Yeah, and I was gonna actually listen to a lot more of it on the weekend. I never got around to it.
That's what weekends are for, not getting the shit that you want.
Well, in my defense, I was still coming off of a sinus infection.
Well, no, I totally get that. I'm just saying, everybody has the great intentions of doing shit on the weekend, but you and I well know when as soon as you start fucking doing that, you know it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, because I was just gonna put it on, have it just the system move down, playing in the background, and just listen to it, and then
I find them fun. That's all.
Yeah.
I know they're very political and shit like that, but I don't give a shit about the pod. I just find it fun. I just find them fun.
They got the two sides, right? There's the political side and there's the fun side. Yeah, because I know there is some political to them, and then there's like things like what was that one about waking up? What was that one?
Wake up.
Yeah.
You want to?
Is that what? Was that BYOB?
Hey?
That wasn't called BYOB, was it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, because no, that was Chop Suey.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. BYOB is a different. I think it is.
We will find out. That's it. Yeah.
No.
That could get heavy.
Yeah, that's BYOB. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I heard that. I've heard that one, but
yeah, those are the big video hits that they had or whatever back in the 90s or 2000s or whatever.
Yeah, Chop Suey, Toxicity, BYOB.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just happened to catch me at the right time. I was like, fuck,
nice.
I'm gonna have to give these guys another chance.
Yeah, they caught me at the right time too. I fucking that's good. So I kind of got into them a little. They're good shit. They seem fun.
Yeah.
So if I ever went to a show and they opened up, I don't think I'd be disappointed.
I don't think I would be either.
Well, we've seen a lot of shit out there.
Yeah.
Not gonna name Whitechapel or anything, but there's some
that's floating around right now. I see everybody and their dog doing that one.
What?
We've talked about it. About everybody's talking about their favorite show, the loudest show.
Oh yeah, best show,
worst show. It's for me like trying to find the worst show. That would be like the hardest one because I'm like,
yeah, it would be hard.
You're like, you could go to it and you're like, well, you're going to see your favorite band. Like you're seeing a bad show is like if you're getting dragged to another show by or you catch it up, or you catch it off guard or something like that.
Now that I'm thinking about it, though, the actual worst show I would have had them gone to was the one that it was Osmosis, and he came on and he didn't finish. He just came on and sung a couple songs and then walked off. And that was only bad because the show didn't finish. He didn't get into it. Or he was, whatever, his voice was crappy and shit. And he had to quickly call. He came back eventually, and it was a good show. But, so yeah, as of, like you're saying, it's hard to think of a bad show. But if it'd have to be something that wrecked. Or like if you went to see Guns N' Roses and fucking Asshole didn't show up and you got canceled.
Asshole Rose?
Yeah, and you got canceled. That would probably be a pretty bad one.
Yeah, you're gonna say things like that.
I don't think there's a bad show really, unless I don't know. You pretty much know the people.
I can say like okay, one that I saw. It was like months ago now. When saw Exodus open up for Testament.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this is the exact same set I saw you play like a couple years ago. You like, and yeah, you know, like these bands that get old and stuff like that. And then it's like, you turned into Kiss.
The nostalgia band.
Yeah.
Kiss and Motley Crue.
Yeah, this is like the exact same set that you played. And it's like,
choreographed.
It's choreographed. And I'm like, oh, like you guys couldn't, like, you had like time off.
On their defense, though, how much time off did they have?
Well, if you think of like all the time off that they had to, you know, with this whole pandemic thing that we had.
Yeah, true. I mean, you could put another set list together pretty quick.
You could have. Yeah,
not perfect.
You know,
you had enough time.
And it's like you don't, and as the music's all pre-recorded, everything like that. You don't have to get together to write these songs.
Not really, no.
You could practice at home.
You could do a Zoom jam.
Or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I was just like, probably for me, it would be like that one. And I wouldn't say that was a bad show. I would just say that was just a bad.
Disappointing.
It was a little bit. I still enjoyed seeing them. Still enjoyed hearing it. But at the same time, I came out of it saying, oh.
Yeah, there's a few times I saw Manson that was a little not up to fucking par. The last actually good one I think I saw him at was the Golden Age of Grotesque. Me and Trevor went to that one. It was at the Queenie. And that everything else though now, especially the last one when he was with Rob Zombie, it was one of those double headliner shows that he was like he was like the first headliner. So of course when you're the first headliner, you know the main headliner is back there with all his fucking shit all tarped up. But I mean, Manson did the same old stuff. He always did the big podium. He gets up there and rips up the Bible and then walking around on stilts and the same old shit. But then he fucking ended it quickly. He ended the show before he played the douchebag song and.
Oh yeah.
And then, so it wasn't a very good show on his part. I mean, there was two cunts behind us being a couple of cunts, but. Aside from them fucking trying to wreck the fucking show, Manson wasn't very good that time. But that's just this guy's opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, you're going to have shows like that. But, you know.
I think really, in my opinion, though, the real other time it would be a really worse show is if the show got canceled or didn't go on or something. That would really.
You've gone to try and see a couple like that.
Yeah.
You went to go see Wasp and Motorhead.
And I think Romulan said, because I was going with him.
Yeah.
And then he said Blackie and Lemmy got into a fight. And that was the end of that. And then, again, with Romulan, gonna go see Guar at the Starfish Room. And we're walking up there, and someone's walking by, you guys gonna see Guar? We're like, yep. Oh, the drummer couldn't get across the border. It's not happening tonight. Oh, fuck. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were all with the Romulan.
Oh, fine. Stop going to see shows with him.
I pretty much. I kind of did. And every other one went on.
I gotta find this one that you sent me.
What's that?
There was something else that you wanted to do as a show.
Apparently, we had another topic.
Yeah.
Look on Messenger. That's probably why I sent it for you.
I think that's where it was, too.
I don't think I sent it to you through text.
Yeah. I think it was just who deserves the spotlight. Top 10 frontmen, and then I think it was just
that one we've done.
Yeah, this one here.
Bad album, but good, successful bands, bad albums or something.
Yeah, I started going through this. I didn't even get to number 1.
I just saw that, and I just knew it because I saw Kiss there dressed like that. I knew that was
it's all the usual suspects.
Saint Anger.
Like it starts off with Van Halen 3. We did that one. Saint Anger, we talked about that one.
Elder, we talked about
that one. 9 Lives.
Never heard of it.
That was, I think that was the one after Pump for
Aerosmith?
Yeah, for Aerosmith. Wax Having Forbidden. The first Pantera from 1983.
When they were glam?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Was that?
Yeah, you just scouted. Yeah, I just scouted.
Oh, that was it too. It was just the top 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll find out who made the.
But you couldn't have that fucking list without having Van Halen 3 in there. We've done that. We actually listened to that fucking album.
We went into great detail on that.
We did go great detail. We actually put our eardrums through personal pain and suffering for content for the show by listening to Van Halen 3.
Yeah.
That
was the one that we did. We listened to the top David Lee Roth, that's how I listened to
the
it.
David Lee Roth years.
I did
the Van Hagar years, and then Van Halen 3.
Yeah, and then like what was the difference? And then it was just like
we did 1984, OU 812, and Van Halen 3. Those were the 3 that we did.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh man, that was
fucking terrible.
Yeah, so.
Look at that! We limped through another show.
We limped through another one
without Pat. It wasn't the same without Pat.
I know. Something will come up. Well, no, because we talked about it. We'll get a hold of the KPS because I think it's this week that that new Metallica comes out. I think it's this week.
Find out. We're looking up for the new Metallica comes out. We want KPS's opinion.
Yeah, I would.
What did it say on Spotify?
Yeah, here it is. Oh no, not till April.
Okay, you're off the hook, KPS.
Yeah, April 4th.
April what? April 4th? What day is that? Hey Siri, open the calendar. Hey Siri, open the calendar. April 4th is a Tuesday.
Oh.
So April 10th, KPS. April 10th is when the show will be on after the April 4th. By then, you will probably have worn out Spotify by listening to it. So we want your opinion. We want to have you on, and you're going to tell us what you thought.
That's like I said.
That would be awesome.
They've released 2 songs already.
Yeah.
I found the second one to be better than the first.
As did I. But to me, it still didn't have that. Because I mean, if you're up here in the metal scene, and like Alice Cooper, and Kiss, and Metallica, and Slip, if you're gonna put something out, it should come out and kick you in the balls.
Yeah. Whereas I've already read things about the songs that have come out.
Yeah.
By people saying if this was any other band, nobody would have cared.
Really?
Yeah. They said it's well. That's what they said about the first song. They said there was some lackluster to it.
Well, it was a rewritten song.
And it turned out it
was a recycled song.
It was kind of recycled.
Let's call it that. Let's go easy on Metallica today and call it they recycled their song.
And that happens.
Of course it does.
It's gonna happen. Your favorite AC/DC made a pretty good career out of it.
They sure did. Album after album copied themselves.
You know, who else out there? I can't even think.
Or the copies themselves? Oh, everybody kind of
does.
Kind of does too.
You find your sound.
Especially when you have a catalog like Metallica has, or like Kiss has, or like Alice Cooper, or Ozzy yourself. Any of the big giant bands out there who have a huge, you're gonna have one song that sounds like another, one way or another.
Oh, for sure.
There's no getting around that.
Yeah. No, but we'll find something for next week.
We'll find something.
So, my name is Aaron. I'm a self-proclaimed musicist.
And I'm Big Daddy Cool, and I'm here for you.
And that was just another bullshit for another week. Now I got to make sure that we turn this thing off properly, so we don't end up with a 10-hour show like we did last week.
Did we?
Yeah, that's why. Or the last time. That's why I think there were some issues with that.
Why? What happened?
Well, I thought we turned it off, and we did.
Yeah. And you did. So we also was live streaming the whole.
Yeah, it was just
Sam.
And it was just Sam.
Sam didn't move or nothing, did he? Because that would be awesome.
Yeah, and I think there was some old. I think, like we need more people coming after us. I don't think Ice-T liked us showing the body count.
Why?
Because there was some blackout stuff to it. No, this is probably what it is you have to put disclaimers on it.
Right, and
we're going to learn. This is going to be the learning thing.
The learning curve.
The learning part of the show.
How many times we get sued before we learn?
Yeah. So you have to put disclaimer, we don't own any, and I have been doing that.
Right.
But
you were running it live and there was no disclaimer.
I didn't, because I kept trying to edit it, trying to get that 9 hours of bullshit cut out, and I forgot to put the disclaimer in.
What hour of bullshit were you going to keep?
We'll talk about that another day. No, but I'm trying to cut. I'm like, there's got to be a way of editing this bullshit, but I forgot to put the disclaimer in. So that's when I finally did post it to the rest of the socials that you said, hey, this is showing up all black.
On Facebook. That's right. Yeah.
I was like, fuck, really? I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, okay, that's why.
Yeah, that fucking face page.
Because I forgot to put the YouTube disclaimer on it that we don't own any of this.
We don't own any of it.
So we don't own anything. So
not really, no.
You know, these people trying to come after us, but then they're like, oh,
they don't own anything. We can't get nothing.
Yeah, they're gonna lose more money than they're gonna get.
That's right. So they fucking leave us alone.
Yeah. So, all right, that's enough for.
All right,
that's the lesson of the day. Make sure you put a disclaimer on everything.
Disclaimer, everything. Hit the like. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. All that shit. We can't forget to do that. I know we forget to do that a lot too.
Yeah, we do.
Just tell people to do that. So fucking do that. And then I guess we'll think of something to do.
You don't even have to watch it. Just say it.
Just say it. We don't give a shit. Just like it. Like it. Turn it off. We don't care.
No.
Just like it. Like it. Subscribe to it. You'll get probably a little ding up there saying the retards are back on again. You can just close that up. I wouldn't watch that shit either. You don't have to. Just hit a like. Hit a subscribe.
Yeah.
Do us a favor. And we'll think of something for next week.
Yeah.
We'll post it onto the face page.
Yeah.
Of what we're going to do. Or if you want to post something on the face page and tell us what to do, that'd be even better because I'm tired of thinking of shit to do every week. It's fucking hard.
It is hard. Fuck. I was like, because I've known I'd be yelling at people like, I don't pay you to think. And then it's like, oh, God, nobody's paying me to think.
I know. And no one's paying us to think either. So, you know what? You guys think. Help us out, man.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, whatever those fucking buttons are, you gotta push down here or up there, wherever they are. Like that shit, and we'll come back next week. Go fuck yourselves. We'll see you later.